Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to the Global Heatmap 3, our weekly roundup of important global and strategic issues. This is your host today, Major General Jagatbir Singh, retired. The Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, just concluded a 3-day visit to the United States, during which he attended the Quad leaders meeting and addressed the summit of the future at the United States General Assembly. And this visit also included bilateral discussions with the U.S. President Joe Biden. There were rumors that he'd meet the candidates of the next election, previous President Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, but he avoided involvement in American domestic politics and steered clear from interactions with both Trump and Harris. Now, the Quad itself has been raised to a summit by President Joe Biden, and it is met for the 6th time now. Twice was virtually. The Quad foreign ministers have met 8 times over the past 5 years, and the Quad commerce and industry ministers and development finance institutions are scheduled to start regular meetings soon. Now, what are the important messages that come out from the Quad summit? And the most important message that comes out is that the Quad is here to stay, to undertake collaborative ventures for public good, and through such functional cooperation, maintain a free and open Indo-Pacific and challenge the efforts seeking hegemony in the region. A lot of people had viewed the Quad and the AUKUS as a military alliance, but I'd like to state clearly that India is not in a military alliance with any country. This is part of our policy. The Quad started off as a humanitarian initiative based on the tsunami in 2004. However, while China has not been mentioned in the Wilmington Declaration, the intention is clear as far as the Quad leadership is concerned, that China will not be allowed to get away with its strategic and economic dominance. The Quad will engage with forms of functional, technological and related cooperation and engage countries and regional institutions, particularly the ASEAN and the Pacific Islands Forum and the Indian Ocean Rim Association. Now, there are major areas of consolidation which were seen to challenge this Chinese efforts in the region. There were major thrust areas of consolidation seen regarding the Quad, the first of these being in the maritime domain. Given China's pressure on Philippines in the South China Sea, all Quad partners have strengthened individually their relationship with Philippines and have a common approach, which is not yet a formal Quad approach, but it helps in building a common understanding. Further, as many as 25 countries have benefited from the Indo-Pacific Partnership for Maritime Domain Awareness related to dark vessel movements in the region. The Quad helped them monitor activity in their EEZ, which particularly focuses on illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. Most IUU in the region is conducted by Chinese fishing boats guarded by the Chinese Coast Guard, and this is a definite challenge to them. There is a partnership also to encompass maritime security and cover new technologies and data inflow. For the first time, the Coast Guards would launch ship observer missions in 2025 to improve interoperability and coordination in the Indo-Pacific. A Quad Indo-Pacific Logistics Network pilot project is also underway, and we will see a combined airlift capacity among the Quad partners and leveraging of logistics strength to provide HADR assistance in the region. And as I said, HADR has been one of the cardinal principles since the 2004 tsunami in the region, which brought the Quad together. Another area of partnership is in the health sector, And the current Mpox outbreak is now bringing Quad efforts together for equitable access to effective quality vaccines, which will include expanding vaccine manufacturing in developing countries. The Quad Cancer Moonshot is another important initiative focusing on collaboration, including with the private and civil sectors, to reduce the incidence of suffering from cancer. Initially, it's focusing on cervical cancer, but it will also expand towards other forms. The US is going to be providing training and financing for this. China's main strength in the region is its support for infrastructure through the BRI, the Belt and Road Initiative. The Quad is now challenging this by improving regional connectivity through quality infrastructure. New partnerships have been announced, which include partnerships for ports for the future. Now, the Quad Partnership for Cable Connectivity and Resilience is providing quality undersea cable networks that are free from Chinese domination. The challenge remains of critical and emerging technologies is what the Quad is now pursuing. The next real battle between the Quad and China for the hearts and minds of all countries in the Indo-Pacific is over access to transparently available and dependable technologies. Apart from this, the meeting between the Prime Minister and the President of the United States signaled that the partnership with India is stronger, closer, and more dynamic than in any other time in history. President Joe Biden talked of his meeting with Prime Minister Modi and said, each time we sit down, I'm struck by our ability to find new areas of cooperation, and today was no different. A deal to establish a semiconductor fabrication plant in India, in Uttar Pradesh, dedicated to India's defense sector, stood out as the summit's crowning achievement. The importance is we need to sustain the momentum, and this is the message from the high-level exchange. And more importantly, the meeting also sets the stage for the next set of actors that are likely to shape Indo-US elections. And by that I mean the next occupant to the president's chair in the United States.